Okay, finally a ShopDog approved video. So last weekend the black carb lost the power steering pump and the lines and created a big mess. Made it really fun for the neighbor to drive it home. So we have new lines, a new pump, old pulley, old cap, no biggie there. And of course, because it was on the lift, it doesn't have a spanner jack. How on earth are you going to bleed the bubbles out? Well, it turned out it's not that hard. Went ahead and stuck a couple jacks down there and let gravity be my friend. And yeah, spinning the tires is a breeze. You know, you got to do that a bunch of times to, one, fill the lines, and two, start working the air bubbles out. So that works out good. At some point we'll start her and let her idle, and as soon as she's done squealing, we'll drop her back down and she can go for a ride. But yeah, so there's that. What else is going on? And it's a mess, don't worry. You know, rocket ship is always a good car. That thing runs great. The Impala, after its last ride, had developed a little tranny fluid leak. So I think I've got it solved and tightened up. But it looked like it was that lower hose was a little loose. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Might wind up putting a new end on that. And of course, typical mess. Oh, and workstation here, you know, hanging wires, lumen wires, having fun with that. But Sweet Pea's coming along. Oh, yeah, non-ShopDog, that's Missy. She's not our normal ShopDog. All right, so Dynamat's down and the wiring is started. I've got the vintage harness loomed in. You know, I've got 2 wires left on that to get loomed into the harness. I've got the Dakota digital cruise control all loomed in, and I'm pretty happy about that. And you know, the nice part there is then we're using fuses on the fuse block, and it makes it really nice. Let's see, where else are we at? And we've sorted out how we're going to wire his dual stereo setup, which he did previously have working, he said. So we've got a nightmare mess of how he wants it all to work. So we will have this cute stereo in the glove box, which, come on, you know, which is the actual stereo that's hooked up to the subwoofer and everything. But then this aftermarket 8-track player will just play the dual cone speaker in the AM speaker location up there. You'll see he's already got a dual cone in there. So that's where the AM will play. And then the new kick panels have locations for speakers. So there'll be speakers here, and of course he's got different speakers for the deck, but we haven't pulled the deck apart yet. So yeah, and then started kind of working out the Dakota digital stuff. Unfortunately, this bezel has been modified in the past. Somebody hogged it out to put a different gauge than the one that should have been in there, because this, of course, this car didn't originally have a tack, so somebody hacked that all out to put in a tack instead of the fuel gauge. So I'm gonna have to make a plate, because you can see on the Dakotas how they mount. So when you drop that in there, it's supposed to, just like the Speedo side, see how it's got the 2 screws? They're supposed to be there too. So we'll just fab up a plate. It pulls against the housing anyway, so it's not a big deal. We've worked out what all our LEDs need to be, how to tie all the harnesses together, everything. The only thing I haven't really worked out yet is the cowl flapper, but I'll get that to work. It didn't work before, but it will when he gets the car back. Let's see what else. Oh, and we've been thinning quite a bit of wire out. So yeah, so for a change, in a ShopDog approved video, cars are getting worked on.